total cash flows here. Oh, I know what the problem is. There's not a negative number. Let's see. Let's see how it works. A little trial and error here. And let's turn this into a percentage. Go to and merge it there. 61%. All right, now let's copy that here. And let's copy that here. All right, so how would we check this? Let's hand check this. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our cash flow keys on our calculator to hand check. CF0, let's see, E60, no, let's see, yeah, okay. So we have 20,900,000 plus minus, enter, down arrow, and CO1, this is going to take a bit. CO1 is, so our 20,900,000 is our CFO, our outflow at time 0. Then we have 62,82,470 is CO1, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. And we have 78,90,480 is our CO2, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. And 84,35,772, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. 72,85,663, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. 66,24,788, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. 65,56,150, enter, and down arrow, and down arrow. 64,75,836, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. 53,02,453, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. 48,50,179, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. And then lastly we have 74,04,626, 74,04,626, enter, down arrow, and down arrow. And then IRR compute 31.46. It worked. Viola. Okay. So that worked out. This worked out. So here's our net present value. Here's our internal rate of return, which we just proved to be correct. So this is a great project. Even under a worst case scenario, it goes to it's still a 31.46% project. Let's go ahead, just for grins, let's increase this by 15%. Then let's increase this by 15%. Just to see what happens there. Still a 26% internal rate of return, a $12 million net present value. Let's go ahead and increase our rent by 15%. I'm sorry, our fixed costs by 15%. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Now let's increase our rent by 15%. And let's look at that. And we still have a net present value of 11 million and internal rate of return of 25.5%, even under those conditions. We're going to need more working capital, more property, plant, and equipment. Our rent's going to go up, our fixed cost is going to go up, and our unit sales will go down, our price per unit will go down, and we still come up with a 25.5% internal rate of return. So that looks pretty doggone good. So that looks like question number 2 is done, and we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and look at questions 3, and then we'll look at 4 and 5 separately. All right. I hope this helps. Peace out. Shalom.